National Monuments. People by Jeff Putnam. Introduction. National Monuments. What do you think of when you hear the words National Monument? Some people think of the Statue of Liberty. Others think of Mount Rushmore or the Washington Monument. National monuments are important landmarks, structures, and historic sites. The national government has set them aside for people to enjoy and study. There are more than 70 national monuments in the United States. They fall into three main categories. They are monuments to important people, monuments to wonders of nature, and monuments to important events and times. This book deals with monuments to important people. Events and times to remember. Some national monuments honor important events in our history. For example, you can visit famous battlefields from many of the country's wars. Imagine what it would be like to stand where our freedom from Great Britain was won or where the Civil War began. You can also explore where the Constitution was written and the Declaration of Independence was signed. You can see where railroads and canals first began to reach across the country. You can stand where the first European explorers of America stood. Which of these places would you like to visit? Some national monuments help us remember sad times and events. For example, the Oklahoma City National Memorial honors and remembers the 168 people who were killed by a terrorist's bomb in 1995. Other monuments remind us of terrible acts committed in the past. For instance, you can explore prison camps where Japanese Americans were forced to live during World War II. Americans want to remember both the good and the bad in their country's history. Wonders of nature. Other monuments are sites of great natural beauty. They include smoking volcanoes, weird rock formations, breathtaking vistas, unusual trees, and untouched wilderness. Some monuments allow you to explore a cave, swim in a coral reef, or trudge up a sand dune. You can also paddle through a swamp or look for ancient fossils. Do you like to hike? You can take a 2,100-mile hike on the Appalachian Trail. This trail passes through 14 states from Maine to Georgia. The government set aside and protected this trail for everyone to enjoy. Outstanding leaders and other special people. The third category of national monuments is the one you'll read about in this book. Many of our most famous national monuments honor great Americans and groups of great people. Maybe you have visited Washington, D.C. There, the towering Washington Monument honors our first president, George Washington. The mighty Lincoln Memorial celebrates President Abraham Lincoln. A statue of Thomas Jefferson, our third president, stands watch in the Jefferson Memorial. Americans honor the achievements of these leaders when they visit their memorials. Famous Americans are also honored in other ways. Their birthplaces, homes, and workplaces have become national monuments too. For example, you can sit in the church where Martin Luther King Jr. preached. You can walk through the house where Henry Wadsworth Longfellow wrote his poetry. The laboratory where Thomas Edison built many of his famous inventions is waiting for your visit. You can stroll across the battlefields where George Washington led the Continental Army. You can walk on the beach where the Wright brothers first flew their airplane. You can sit in the room where the women's rights movement actually began. Pride in our country. Are any national monuments near where you live? Have you visited one of them? In this book, you'll learn about many of these famous places. America's history, heritage, and natural beauty are preserved in its national monuments. That way, all Americans, as well as people from around the world, can experience them. Future generations will be able to enjoy them too. These national monuments help us take pride in our country. They also teach us about the past. Learning about our past can help us prepare for an even brighter future. This book will help you prepare for your own future. Enrich your future and make it more interesting by learning about our national monuments. Chapter 1. Lady Liberty. In New York Harbor stands the world's most
Sample complete. Ready to continue?